What's up, degenerates? Hollywood Miles here with a slight break from our 96-hour podcast. Uh, so I finally get some free time, um, and I'm super hopeful. I am your reigning, defending, and undisputed 2025 Pulp Gauntlet World Champion. I'm the first world champion of Degeneration Clicks, and we just had episode 95 drop, which is important. I do have a sponsorship with Donald Duck Orange Juice, so be expecting to see some of those. I really recommend you guys get that. Some people forgot that it even exists. It's like tasting home as a child. It really does, and I cannot recommend it enough. The more pulp you get, the better. And speaking of pulp and Pulp Gauntlet, we're 5 episodes away from episode 100. I mean, that's huge. We couldn't have done this without honestly you listeners, you love interacting with us. We love interacting with you. And I think one of the best ways for us to interact is to do a giveaway for episode 100 at some point. And I'm going to throw this in the ring. All right, this is a piece dear to me. It's given to me from the 2017 Critical Clicks World Champion, Matt Donham. 4:30 in the morning, a few hours before Pulp Gauntlet. I wasn't sure I was going to play. But my team, it was missing a piece. And Matt, in his divine wisdom at 4:30 in the morning, said, "Miles, have you thought about Thanos?" And that's when I knew. This is the exact figure and card that I won the gauntlet with. Signed on the front, signed on the back. And it can be you. You can have this in your display case. You can put this with your leather bound books. You can put this with your certificates, your degrees. You can put it with everything that your wife loves. Because you know what? Your wife will love nothing more than the 2025 Pulp Gauntlet winning main force figure of Thanos. But that's honestly not the only reason why I'm here. I actually received a package from WizKids with my pricing, something that completely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting pricing. I'm like, what? I thought I got my pricing, with the chase boosters and the LEs. Turns out no. So let's dig into it. Looks like it's some random pulp figures. I mean, go figure. Champ pulp figures. I like it. So let's go ahead and look at it. Okay. Do the first figure. Okay, let's go ahead and do this here. Let's get the box here just so I can throw them in here and I'm done with each. Um, you know how much I love him. I mean, if there's one figure that I love more than Simon Garth, it's this man. Uh, I'm gonna leave the dials, like the stats. I think that I don't really need to delve into that. I think just reading the traits on these cards, I think is good enough to give my slight review. But first up, we have 030 Nort. Now, fun fact: if you listen to 95, episode 95, unless my podcast wife or podcast husband, whoever wins the argument, Redmond, that's who's the husband. But right now, I'm winning the argument, so he's my Clicks wife, my Clicks podcast wife, I should say. I explained to him, as long as he didn't cut it, how to pronounce Nort, and J.M. Damateus decided to go on. That's how you do it. It's a nasal, so you hit your nose like this, like you're plugging it in, like you're gonna plug your nose and go underwater. But you say Nort, and you're gonna slide your finger off. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go Nort, right? So the first figure is 030 Nort, right? He's got Green Lantern Corps team ability. I mean, we've gone over that. It's a ridiculously powerful team ability. He's got 4 keywords: Green Lantern, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. And that's great. And it's like, man, I wish I could get him to a few other teams. Fret not, my friend. He has a trait that gets him willpower, and when establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character in your starting force has. Ignore gains that keyword. So every keyword gives Green Lantern Corps. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, you can give him whatever you want. It doesn't have to be named. It can be anything you want. You can make him a spy. You can make him Wakanda forever. You can make him a reporter. I mean, if you're really daring and you just want to go to your local event on a Monday and just, not even play for fun, just play to lose, I mean, you give him Kryptonian. It's great. So I think I'm about to go drop some legs on some children. Brother, Doesn't work for me. Creative control, getting out of hand. Second trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord. After resolutions, you give that character an action token. That's why he's the GOAT. It's amazing. If you look in the comprehensive with knockback, placement is each square. So if you knock them back, you give them 2 action tokens. If you knock them back more than 1 square gets a token, 2 squares gets a token. There's a few pieces and that can really deal with him. It's more like Prime Abomination, but like let's be real, like he's taking up your Prime slot. It's fine. He says that opposing characters can't use knockback, so it's unfortunate. But like his main adversary is Battle Fury because opposing effects can't give out action tokens. So I still love Nort. I still think that he is. I hate the word meta. I think he's very very viable and competitive. Okay, next one. Let's go here. All right, two. Oh, let's get this killing it with these figures. Next up, I'm just going to go over the traits. Once again, I just don't think the dial, so I'm not going to say it again. This will be the last time I say it. But 030 from Lantern Legacy, my man. He's got 4 keywords with Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. 2 traits, willpower, and when establishing a theme team, choose a keyword a character in your starting force has, and Nort gains that keyword. I mean, that's amazing. Any team is now a theme team with Nort on it. Nort can he doesn't make any team a theme team, but he makes any theme team. You just choose a keyword. Choose Spy, choose as Guardian, you know? And if you're really feeling spicy and you want to lose next Monday, choose Kryptonian. And his second trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. So that's really good, especially when you look in the comprehensive, because when you look at knockback, uh, it's also a placement, and it's each square they're placed. So, like, if you knock them back 3 squares, they get 2 action tokens, because technically you can't get a third. There's a few things that hurt. I mean, Prime Abomination, but I mean, let's be realistic. He's taking up your Prime slot. Battle Fury does hurt though because opposing effects can give them action tokens, but he's still my boy. Next. Oh, Whisket's killing it. We got 030 Nort or Nort. We got Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald keywords with the Green Lantern TA. 2 traits, willpower. When establishing theme teams, choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, and Nort gains that keyword. I mean, it'd be hilarious. All those people like Redmond that wants to kill Nort. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick Apocalypse with some parademons. Sorry, you can't dual target because my paradigm's all the way across the map, and now you can only attack him. Dickhead. Yeah, so good. So good. But if you want to lose next Monday, you just pick Kryptonian. Second trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord. After resolutions, you give that character an action token. It's huge, especially when you look at your comprehensive for how knockback works with placement. It's each square is a placement, so you get an action token for each square they get knocked back. It's great. A few counters. I mean, Prime Abomination, he's a problem, but he's taking up your Prime. And Battle Fury, unfortunately, like luckily we lost Kong, and that's a really huge part that thankfully we lost him. So it says opposing effects can't give you action tokens, but yeah, North's the goat. So that let's go to the fourth one. I love your WizKids, I really do. You're taking care of the Pulp champion. Next we have 030 from Lantern Legacy. Uh, he has the Green Lantern Corps keyword, Justice League, Animal, and Herald, as well as the Green Lantern TA. He's got 2 traits. Willpower, when establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, and Nort gains that keyword. It's great. Sometimes, you want to try and get him some extra movement. Choose as Guardian. Have a goat drop him off, and then he can take another power action, get full map, essentially, almost, and then drop off, a sound wave or a chain. I mean, it's endless. And if you want to just lose next week, pick Kryptonian. And his next trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord. After resolutions, you give that character an action token. That's huge, especially when you look at the placement and everything with knockback in the comprehensive. Knockback is a placement for each square. So if you knock them back more than 1 square, you get a token for each square they are knocked back. So, I mean, you double token an entire team with that. It's amazing. Yeah. Amazing. All right. Let's go to the next one. Next, 030 Legacy Lantern Legacy. Nor. All right, so he's got the Green Lantern team ability. He's got Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. I always wanted to be somebody's sidekick. Willpower, double slash. When establishing theme teams, choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, nor gains that keyword. It's amazing because you can just put him on any theme team. He's not like Predicament where he breaks theme. No, you're making him theme. Uh, I mean, what if you love Soldier Supreme? He's a great figure, and he works great with Nort. So let's give Nort defenders. It's great. And his second trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. I mean, you look at the comprehensive for knockback and placement. I mean, each square they get knocked back is a placement. You knock back multiple figures, 2 squares at least, they each get 2 action tokens. It's amazing. I mean, there's a few counters, so I don't think that he's broken per se, because I mean, you have Prime Abomination that stops opposing characters from knocking you back, as well as Battle Fury that has opposing effects, cannot give you action tokens. So I think he's fine. Yeah. All right. Let's see how many more figures we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go with the 6th. Yeah. Who's the good boy? Yep, better than Gambit. 030 Nort. It's got the Green Lantern core keyword, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. With the Green Lantern team ability, he's got a trait, 2 traits. I'm gonna leave the dial for you to go to HC units and read. These are just a few things I like to go over. Just the traits, because I'm trying to help people team build. He has willpower and double slash. When establishing theme teams, choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, nor gains that keyword. I mean, so you're able to put him on any theme team and keep theme, unlike Predicament that destroys it. But like, let's say you have a certain disdain for some French Cajun. You know who's better than Gambit? Nort. Nort. So yeah, he's getting X-Men now. And now the core has laws against trans-dimensional portals. When an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. It's huge, especially when you go into the comprehensive and see that knockback is placement, and so in each square is a placement. So if you knock them back at least 2 squares, everyone, Jason or whoever's getting knocked back within 4 of Nort, will be getting 2 action tokens. I mean, you can shut down a team. There's a few counters, so I think he's fine. You have Prime Abomination that stops opposing characters from doing knockback, period. So you're able to really reel it in, even though they can still place. But you also have Battle Fear, which I think is the bigger problem, especially with Zenzi and everything. And I'm not bringing out Juice because, I like to play the game. But a Battle Fury says opposing effects can't give that character an action token. So I think Nort's fine. All right. Next. Oh, so we got 6 figures so far, and we got an object. This is actually a terrain, 0 points. It's the Sound Wave. Ooh, wow, that's great. Knockback, power, knockback all adjacent opposing characters regardless of size and has toughness. This is the object, not this is the white. So, if you give Nort the white lantern, just makes it. Boom, done. Knockback. Awesome. All right, next. We got Nort. 030 Nort, baby. Yeah, so he's got a Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. And then he's got 2 traits, and as well as Green Lantern team ability. His first trait is willpower, and when establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character on your starting force has. Nort gains that keyword. And his second trait is when an opposing character. Actually, before we get that, let's just say there's if you want to keep theme, you want to play Nort, because Nort can pick any theme, named, unnamed, doesn't matter. So, if you want to go in 2024, Politician was top 24. You know what have made that, or top 32? You know what have made that top 16? Nort. Okay, so yeah, Politician could have been top 16 with this bad boy. He also has a trait when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort. After resolutions, you give that character an action token. I think that's really good. I mean, if you look in the comprehensive for knockback, it's a placement, and it's a placement per square. So if you knock back people 3 squares, I'm about to drop some legs on these kids, I'll be honest. They get 2 action tokens. It's great. All right, next. Looks like we have 2, 3, 4. We have 5 figures left. All right, number 5. I guess number 7. Oh, buddy, look who it is. Figure I've been talking about, and been wanting to talk about for months. I love this guy. It's 030 Nort, and I'm about to drop a leg on this child that's whining. It's got Green Lantern Corps, Justice League Animal, Herald keywords, Green Lantern team ability. Two traits, willpower. When establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character on your starting force has and nor gains that keyword. It's real fun. You just keep theme because that's fun. I mean, we could just go back and forth. And like, who's really fun is, man, Scientist. Who doesn't want to play Scientist with Prime Swamp Thing and no, like I said, yeah. And the second one is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord after resolutions, you give that character an action token. That's huge. I mean, you look in the comprehensive for knockback, and that's a placement, and it's a placement per square. So if you knock back someone at least 2 squares, they're getting 2 action tokens as long as they're within 4 of So you're shutting them down. And I think that is completely fine because we have a few things that stop that. I mean, we have Prime Abomination that says opposing characters can't knock back, which is huge, so you're not placing that way. Uh, and then you have Battle Fury where it says opposing effects can give you action tokens. Nord's fine, Nord's competitive. Next. Great. Yes. It's the missing piece for the past Avengers. Freaking Nort, baby. Nort. Yeah, so 030 from Lantern Legacy, we have a Green Lantern Core keyword, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. Green Lantern team ability. It's got 2 traits. Willpower, and when establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character on your starting force has and Nort gains that keyword. That's important. It's really great because like it works really well with the team up 400 Cap because you give him past, Cap gives him Avengers, and now he's also going to have the Avengers keyword. I mean, it's amazing. And then that's great. When an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord after resolutions, you give that character an action token. I mean, that's huge. He has Force Blast. He can create constructs that can do knockback. Uh, and then the important thing with knockback when you look in the comprehensive is that it's each square they're placed. So if you knock them back at least 2 squares, then they're getting 2 action tokens to shut them down. And I think it's totally fine and competitive, be it silver, modern, or pulp. It doesn't matter because we have figures like Prime Abomination that can just stop you from knocking figures back if you're an opposing character to him, as well as Battle Fury, which says opposing effects just can't give you action tokens. S tier. All right. Oh, we're in the final 3. Oh man. It's my missing piece for Time Stealers. Thank you, WizKids. We got yeah. 030 from Lantern Legacy. He's got the keywords of Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald. He's got 2 traits. His first trait is willpower. When establishing theme teams, you choose a keyword a character on your starting force has, and Nor gains that keyword. That's what I said. It's you choose a keyword. I mean, any keyword a character has. Spider-Man family, he's got it. Legion of Super Pets. Now he's got super senses, baby. Thank you, Streaky. Yeah, it's amazing. He has a second trait. When an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. It's great. It's great. You look at the comprehensive, like especially for knockback, when you look at that, that's a placement, and you can knock back 3 squares with his Force Blast that he has. I think you can go to HC units and look at the rest of his dial, just so you can see his stats and everything else. I'm just going to give you just an overview of how to really play him. And you knock him back at least 2 squares. Every figure within 4, 2 action tokens. And like that sounds really oppressive, but it's not. We have plenty of things that can counter. We have Prime Abomination, who says opposing characters can't use knockback. Very important. The other major problem is actually Battle Fear because it says opposing effects can't give this character an action token, so it nor doesn't really affect them. So, all right, 2. You know what? This is a keyword that needed it. Really did. I mean, I think Kryptonian might be viable now with this figure. We got 030. It's got the Green Lantern Core keyword, Justice League, Animal, and Herald with the Green Lantern team ability. He's got 2 traits. His first one is willpower, and when establishing theme teams, choose a keyword a character on your starting force has. Nor gains that keyword. I mean, Kryptonian. Kryptonian is now viable. Harris, if you're listening, you need this. All right, and the second trait is when an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nord, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. I mean, that's huge, especially with the knockback, and he's able to generate with the ring that he gets with the sound waves. Because knockback is a place each square, so they're going to get 2 action tokens if you knock them back 2 squares. I mean, that's huge. But I also think it's fine in the meta, period, no matter the format. Because we have figures like Abomination that says that opposing characters can't use knockback. And then we have even more to deal with his battle fear where opposing effects can't give you an action token. Very important. Last but not least, we got to see here. Brute is S tier now with 030. Yep, Brute's making a comeback. We got the Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, Animal, and Herald, and the Green Lantern team ability, and you're like, huh, he doesn't have Brute. Listen here, just listen. Okay, so he's got two traits. This is the one I want to talk about. His first trait gives him willpower, and when establishing theme teams, choose a keyword to a character on our starting force has, and Nort gains that keyword. Brute. I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna do Brute for his next trait. When an opposing character is placed within 4 squares of Nort, after resolutions, you give that character an action token. Now, that includes knockback. So when you knock them back, they are placed each square. So you give them 2 action tokens. But the reason why it works great is because with Primus, you choose when to knock them back and when to place them within 4 of Nort, because they cannot place within 4 of Nort, so they don't even get the action token. It solves the problem of why he's not problematic. I mean, you also have that with Prime Abomination that says opposing characters can't use knockback, and then you also have Battle Fury that says opposing effects can't give you an action token. Nort's fine. WizKids, you killed it with your pricing. Hope Gauntlet Champion is happy. Hope you guys stick around. Hope you guys keep listening for another 100 plus episodes. And just remember, this is up for grabs at episode 100. And as always, keep rolling, 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 rolling.